what's going on? We're back.
I know. I'm not, like, I don't have the best feeling about this video.
Why?
Because you came to me, whenever you're like, just go with what I say, and I don't know what, like, the, like, subject of a video it is, it normally ends up with me being very defensive.
No,
We'll see.
You're not defensive at all. So we really don't, contrary to what you think, we don't really fight all that often, right?
We're a tiff-based couple.
A little tiffs here and there, but
we're tippy.
Normally with our tiffs, it's because of one or two reasons. One, I messed up, and I'm so sorry. It'll never happen again. That kind of thing.
First off, normally it's that reason, and you also don't often say, I'm so sorry. So,
right.
I mean,
Number two,
okay, there's a tiff.
Is this beautiful girl's mind can run wild sometimes. And sometimes in her head, I did something wrong or not how she expected it, and I have no idea why she's even mad at me because it was all in her head. Let me give a couple examples.
Well, I would love one. I'm so happy.
So last Friday, she's coming back from work. Now, mind you, we live in the western suburbs of Chicago. So we're like, again, like 45 minutes from the city. We have to commute back and forth. Like, actually, her with B96 right now, she takes the train from our suburb downtown every single day, back and forth to go to work, right?
Which is the sacrifice I made to be in this relationship, because that's where him and his son live, and I was excited to be around you guys.
Yes, and I will say for 5 years, I did the same thing. I drove.
You weren't on the train.
You have a car. You could drive if you want to.
That's a separate thing. Don't even start that.
Right. So last Friday, she gets off work, all excited about it. Weekend's here. And she calls me, and she's like, babe, where are you? And I'm like, I'm at home working out. Wow, what's up? And she's like, wait, you're not here? I'm like, no, I'm not there. And she's like mad at me for not picking her up, although we've never confirmed that I'm even coming downtown to pick her up.
Okay, a couple things. When I started back going in full time, because I was working from home for so long, I was sad. I love my job, but I was like so used to being around my boys all the time. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be weird. One of the things you said to me to cheer me up was, once in a while, I'll come downtown and I'll get you on a Friday.
Once in a while.
Well, it's been 2 months, so we didn't say once in a year, so I don't know what's taking so long. So anyways, once in a while, I was supposed to do it. So the night before, that Friday would have been a perfect Friday for him to do it. He ended up having a very free day. And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe you can come get me tomorrow. And he didn't respond. He didn't say no, and he didn't say yes.
I didn't confirm.
But then I thought he was surprising me, because I get to work and he's like, I miss you. Then he sent another text saying, I'm going to let you work because I know how busy you are and I can't wait to see you. But it was like the exact amount of time it would have taken for him to drive. So I was like, oh, he's got to drive downtown. Then he was like 20 minutes, which mind you, 20 minutes till I get off, but I have a 30-minute walk to the train, then an hour and 30-minute train ride. So I'm like, oh, 20 minutes.
I was being a cute boyfriend. Like, can't wait for you to be off for the weekend. Like,
oh my God. I'm like, he's here. And then I go downstairs and there's a car that looks exactly like his with hazard lights on.
Not my fault.
What are the odds of that?
Not
so I walk up to it like a jackass and almost get in someone else's car. So then I call him like, are you not here? And you know what he said to me? You're saying I'm mad that you didn't come. What I'm mad at, and most people would be like, you know what? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry you interpreted it like that. So I swear, next Friday, let's make plans. He goes, thanks for calling and making me feel guilty.
Well, because she's like, you're not here? And I'm like, no. And she's like mad at me for that.
I was like,
and so I'm like, well, thanks for making me feel bad. It was all in her head that I was coming down. We never confirmed it. Never told me. You never told me what you expected me to do. And you're mad at me for not doing it.
You don't tell somebody to surprise you.
What? So see, again, it was all in her head, right? So that's example number one.
Apparently you can't follow breadcrumbs in a relationship because they lead to the dumps.
Example number two
God.
is, listen, down the road, we know that we would love to, get engaged, get married, eventually have kids, the whole nine, right? We were talking about this, because that's what couples do.
Yeah.
And, asking if I want more kids and all these things. And all I said was, I would love to have another boy. Now, first off, listen, down the road, healthy baby, absolutely. But let's get specific. I would love to have another boy. She interprets that as what?
First off, again with the twisty, I said we saw a cute couple with their little baby girl. And they were being really protective over her because like this one girl wanted to hold her. It was a whole thing. And I was like, oh, that's how you be with our daughter. And you were like, I don't want one. That is what you said.
Not say it like that.
Like you hate our unborn daughter. That is the rudest thing.
That's
you should
not
only care.
what I said.
It's, I want to stay. I go, and you're like, you're like, well, then you backtrack. You're like, well, I prefer a boy. And I'm like, but you just said you don't want it. So like, should I not get pregnant? Because just a heads up, it's a 50-50 shot.
She's like, I can't believe you hate our unborn girl. I'm like, where did you get? All I said
was, if I have a girl, just so you know, I'm going to have to move by myself and apparently be a single mom.
My favorite baseball team Chicago Cubs, right? So I prefer a boy. Like we have preferences, right? I'm being honest about this. Like I prefer a boy.
It's not like you were like, oh, I'd love another boy. You said, I don't want a girl.
That's not what I
yes,
said.
you did.
Not what I said.
You're full of it.
Not what I said. Example number 3, and this is the final one.
You hate our baby.
Couple. That's not true. I would be happy to have a girl if it's a girl.
I will move away and you won't have to talk with us.
Like, don't ask me a question. Don't ask what I prefer if you're not going to get mad.
I didn't. You just interrupted. But it's fine. Go ahead.
Example number 3, our final one, is couples scroll like on TikTok or on Instagram. We scroll together, right? Well, she's scrolling and there's a TikTok, hysterical TikTok of Kourtney Kardashian on the Ellen Show.
Yeah, it was super funny.
And so we're watching it, laughing. And all I said, and guys, don't say this because it turned into a whole thing. All I said was, Kourtney Kardashian is my favorite Kardashian.
And then you go, ooh, and Kendall. Ooh, and no.
You said why. You said why. And I said, I feel like she's the most normal and the most like naturally beautiful. I go, also Kendall's pretty cool too, but Kourtney's my favorite. And she's like, so you want Kourtney? I'm like, that's not what I said. All I said was Kourtney's my favorite.
I'm sorry. Do guys, like, let's be realistic. Guys, like, aren't on Instagram following people like, she's a great personality. Like, you're full of it. Let me not hear your friggin' hit list. That's disgusting.
All I said was Kourtney's my favorite.
Great. I'm going to point out every guy who's my favorite. Oh, I can't wait. I have so many favorites.
So she just takes that as, oh, you want her. I never did I say that. It was all in her head.
Because I'm sorry. How much have you watched of her that you're like, what a fabulous personality? Following her pictures, she seems so natural.
She seems the most normal.
Oh, she seems so great.
All right,
she seems normal, like in her $1 billion house, so they're really normal.
Guys, learn from me. Learn from me. Find out exactly what your girl is thinking and do just that, even though she hasn't verbalized it.
Would you not hate Kourtney's daughter? Would you like her daughter? Just curious.